The world walks over boys, but fears men. Listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you isn't going to sound soft, comforting, or gentle. I'm not here to babysit your feelings or pat you on the back for surviving another day in a life you refuse to take control of. I'm here to speak directly to the part of you that's starving, the part of you that knows you were meant for more, the part of you that's sick of living as a watered down version of yourself. I'm here to talk to the man inside you who's been buried under years of doubt, fear, weakness, excuses, laziness, and pretending everything is fine. I'm here to wake him up. Because the world walks over boys, but fears men. And right now, the world does not fear you. It doesn't even respect you. It tolerates you. It steps around you, steps over you, and steps on you whenever it wants. Why? Because you haven't given it a reason to do anything else. Because you've been living as a boy in a man's world. And a boy gets crushed out here. A boy wants help. A boy wants approval. A boy wants someone to tell him he's doing good. A boy wants comfort. A boy wants to avoid pain. A boy wants shortcuts. A boy wants someone to save him. But no one is coming. The world doesn't reward boys, it uses them. So today, right here, right now, I want you to understand something so deeply that it changes everything. The world will only start respecting you when you respect yourself enough to become a man. Not by age, not by accident, not by chance, but by choice. Becoming a man is not about hitting a certain birthday. It's about hitting a certain mindset. It's about looking at your problems and saying, I'm done running. It's about looking at your past and saying, I'm done blaming. It's about looking at your life and saying, I'm done living below my potential. You want a different life? Then become a different man, because the boy version of you already lived his chapter. And look around. It didn't get you the life you want. The boy version of you chased distractions, chased validation, chased pleasure. The boy version of you cared what people thought. The boy version of you needed company to feel okay. The boy version of you didn't hold himself accountable. And that version of you has to die. Not soften, not improve, die. Completely, because the world fears men who have killed their weaker selves. You think strong men fell from the sky? No. They were forged in silence. They were built through suffering. They were shaped by adversity. They were sharpened by rejection. They became dangerous because life beat them down, and they decided to stop being the victim. They stopped negotiating with their weakness. They stopped letting their emotions steer the wheel. They stopped using their pain as a story and started using it as fuel. You want to become a man? Then learn this truth. Nobody cares how you feel. They care how you show up. They care how you handle pressure. They care how you speak with conviction. They care how you build, how you lead, how you control yourself. The world doesn't follow emotional boys. It follows collected men. And listen carefully. Becoming a man is not about being emotionless. It's about being unbreakable. It's about being in pain, but still moving forward. It's about being tired, but still showing up. It's about being afraid, but still doing what must be done. A man doesn't need motivation to move. He moves because he must. He moves because he decided his future was more important than his comfort. A boy runs from discomfort. A man runs toward it. A boy avoids responsibility. A man accepts all of it. A boy seeks safety. A man seeks strength. And the moment you step into this mindset, the world changes how it looks at you. People feel it. Energy doesn't lie. A man who knows himself, who respects himself, who disciplines himself, he carries a presence. He does not need to speak loudly because his silence already dominates the room. He doesn't need to chase anyone because his energy pulls the right people in and pushes the wrong people out. You've been living quiet, not because you're peaceful, but because you're afraid. That ends today. You've been avoiding conflict, not because you're wise, but because you're weak. That ends today. You've been using comfort as a shield, not realizing comfort is what's killing you. That ends today. The moment you decide to stop being a boy is the moment your entire life begins to shift. You wake up with purpose. You wake up with clarity. You wake up with that fire in your chest that's been missing for years. You walk differently. You think differently. You speak differently. You carry yourself like someone who knows exactly who he is, not someone trying to figure it out minute by minute. Let me tell you the harsh truth you've avoided. Your life is the way it is because of the man you've chosen to be or refused to become. Your money problems? A reflection of your discipline. Your relationships? A reflection of your standards. Your confidence? A reflection of your habits. Your loneliness? A reflection of the people you tolerated. Your pain? A reflection of the battles you keep refusing to fight. You want the world to respect you? Respect yourself first. A man who respects himself wakes up early. A man who respects himself trains his body. A man who respects himself controls his mind. A man who respects himself doesn't need entertainment every hour just to tolerate his life. A man who respects himself is too focused, too disciplined, too driven to waste time complaining, reacting, or explaining. You know why the world fears men? Because men cannot be manipulated. Men cannot be used. Men cannot be guilted into shrinking themselves. Men cannot be made to chase anything outside their purpose. Men walk into a room and instantly change the energy because their mind is fortified and their standards are steel. But right now, your standards are paper. They get torn the moment someone tests them. Someone disrespects you, you let it slide. Someone wastes your time, you allow it. Someone plays with your emotions, you tolerate it. That is boy behavior. A man would never let someone treat him that way because a man doesn't betray himself. This is the part where you wake up and realize the enemy wasn't the world. It was the weak version of you. The version that procrastinated, the version that let people drain you, the version that didn't follow through, the version that kept saying, I'll start tomorrow, the version that kept thinking he had time. You don't have time. The clock is ticking, and it doesn't care about your excuses. Every day you stay a boy is a day someone else becomes a man and takes the life you could have had. The world rewards the men who show up, not the boys who keep saying they will. So let me ask you, how much longer are you going to hide behind your potential? How much longer are you going to settle for average? How much longer are you going to let fear hold you down? How much longer will you be soft on yourself? How much longer will you keep breaking promises to your future? At some point, you have to get angry, not at others, at yourself. Angry that you let yourself become this. Angry that you let people use you. Angry that you wasted years trying to please everyone but yourself. Angry that you've been sleeping on the man you could have been. That anger is necessary. That anger is fuel. That anger is the spark that starts the fire inside you. A boy fears that fire. A man walks into it. You want to transform? Then embrace the uncomfortable truth that transformation demands suffering. It demands hard days. It demands lonely nights. It demands sacrifice. It demands discipline. It demands saying no when your body wants yes. It demands consistency even when results aren't visible. It demands repeating the same boring tasks until they turn into mastery. This is where boys quit and where men are born, because becoming a man is about doing what's right, not what's easy. It's about choosing the pain of growth over the pain of regret. It's about not needing applause to stay committed. It's about not needing validation to feel worthy. It's about being so locked into your purpose that nothing can pull you off your path. And let's talk about purpose, because you will never feel like a man until you understand why you are here. Boys exist. Men build. Boys consume. Men create. Boys are entertained. Men are focused. You are not here to drift. You are not here to survive. You are not here to wait for luck. You are here to build a life that reflects your inner strength. You are here to conquer your weakness. You are here to take your mind, your body, your spirit, your future, and sharpen them until you become something unstoppable. A weak man loses everything. A strong man loses nothing he cannot rebuild. And understand this, people will treat you differently once you become a man. Not because you demand respect, but because you embody it. Not because you intimidate them with your words, but because you intimidate them with your presence. Weak people cannot stand strong energy. Mediocre people cannot stand disciplined energy. Manipulative people cannot stand principled energy. Toxic people cannot stand self-respecting energy. They will fall away on their own. Let them. If someone walks away from you, let them go. If someone mistreats you, walk away first. If someone doubts you, prove them irrelevant. If someone tries to control you, outgrow them. If someone disrespects you, never give them access again. That is manhood. But here's the hardest part. Your transformation will confuse people. They will say you've changed. They will say you're cold. They will say you're distant. They will say you're selfish. They will say you're difficult. They will say you're intimidating. They will say you're different. Good. You're supposed to be. A man who is loved by everyone is respected by no one. Let them misunderstand you. Let them judge you. Let them whisper. Let them question. You didn't come here to be understood. You came here to rise. You came here to become the version of yourself that your past self prayed for. You came here to build the life you were too scared to chase before. You came here to carry the weight your younger self couldn't lift. You came here to become the man that the world cannot walk over. Because when you finally become that man, disciplined, focused, controlled, resilient, grounded, the world stops pushing you around. It stops ignoring you. It stops dismissing you. It stops testing you. It starts respecting you. It starts noticing you. It starts fearing losing you. It starts adjusting itself around you. The world walks over boys, but fears men. And you, right now, have a choice. Stay the boy you've been or become the man you were meant to be. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when life gets easier. Now. Stand up, straighten your back, lift your chin, breathe deeper, think sharper, move with purpose. Stop hesitating, stop waiting, stop doubting, stop apologizing for wanting more, stop negotiating with laziness, stop feeding your distractions, stop lowering your standards, stop breaking promises to yourself, stop shrinking. A man expands, a man rises, a man commands his life, and so will you. Because today is the day the boy in you dies, and the man in you finally wakes up.